Hello friend, my name is Sanjay Kumar. I'm the founder and creator of SelectorsHub. I'm going to create this course to help every tester on their day-to-day testing problems. We are going to talk about your daily problem and then what is the practical solution for those problems which can improve your productivity and help you in your testing process. These solutions which I'm going to talk about in this course are already being used by more than 1.5 million testers. So imagine how useful those tools are and solutions. So this is going to be your ultimate free toolkit. We are not going to talk about anything which will consume your time. I will be directly talking about your practical problem with the practical solution. So you can be able to use them immediately along with this course itself in your day-to-day testing process. So let's dive into this course and improve your productivity. Hello friend. The first one is SelectorsHub. What is SelectorsHub? SelectorsHub is the next-gen XPath and CSS selectors IDE, which can help you to write XPath and CSS selector as well as playwright selectors. It can help you to auto-generate XPath and all kinds of selectors for any inspected element. It has many features like XPath and CSS selectors, error handling, which helps you to learn about XPath, DOM, web elements, etc., and help you to improve your knowledge about selectors and XPath, as well as saves a lot of time because you can automatically generate XPath selectors, locator page. With the features like XPath healing, you can quickly verify multiple XPath in just one shot. You will be able to generate the locator page just in few seconds. You can auto generate the XPath relative to other elements like following, sibling, etc., those kind of combinations. So likewise there are many features in this tool. How you can install, where you can find the download link, let's see that, and what setup is required. So you can directly go to selectorshub.com and there you will find the download link for all the tools which we will be talking about in this course. So the very first one is SelectorsHub. So let's open this, and here you can see that on this page you will find all the details about this particular product, download link, installation step and everything. If you go down, so you will find each and everything here. But yeah, here you can find add to Chrome. It's available on Chrome browser as well as for other browsers. If you want to install it in any other browser, you can just click on that button and you can install from it there. So let's say we want to install it on Chrome, so we'll be talking about here. So here is the add to Chrome button. You just click on this add to Chrome and then add extension. It will get installed in your browser. By default it will not show here, so you can just click on this and then you can pin it to toolbar. And now the SelectorsHub logo is here. Let us close this. So once you have installed it, we always recommend to restart the browser. So you can restart the browser or you can open a new tab and there you can start using this particular tool. So like you can open this google.com or any website, like let's say selectorshub.com itself. If you open, and then you just, to use this particular tool, what you have to do, you can just click on the logo and it will open like this. Another way to open SelectorsHub is you right click, click on inspect, and here you will find the SelectorsHub. Okay, by default SelectorsHub will come as a last tab here. So if you face any problem like not able to find the SelectorsHub, make sure this will be as the last tab here. I will just show you guys. It was coming as a first tab because earlier we have drag and drop at that position. Like by default how it will come for you guys when you will install, if you click and inspect, then SelectorsHub will be here as a last tab, but we will recommend you to drag and drop at the first position. So whenever you will open again, you will always find it at a first position. Okay, so this is how you install SelectorsHub on your browser. Now many times what happen, as soon as you install SelectorsHub, you click on this button, plus button, open a new tab. This is a blank new tab. You see that there is no URL. Now if you try to use SelectorsHub here by clicking on this, it will show like this. So you will feel that, oh, it's not working. Also, if you open SelectorsHub in DevTools, here it will also not working here, right? So make sure that there is a URL in the address bar. It's not a blank URL. Okay, so you will have to always make sure that there is a URL like here. So in fact, like if you read these guidelines here in the red, looks like you are missing something. Close DevTools and open website in the new tab. There should be a URL like google.com. So if you open a URL, like now there is a URL here. Now if you open SelectorsHub, you will find it working here. Also, if you open DevTools, there also you will find it working. So make sure that you open a website and then there you try. Also, make sure that you are not using it in blank tab. You are not using in any like Chrome store from where you have installed SelectorsHub. Like sometimes what happen, like people start trying to use it here. So here also extension doesn't work, not just SelectorsHub. None of the extension will work on the Chrome store as well. And make sure if you are not able to find it in DevTools, please carefully watch the tutorial and restart the browser, so that you will find the SelectorsHub as a last tab there, and then you can drag and drop at first. Okay, so now our installation is done, setup is ready, everything is up and fine. Let's see the features of SelectorsHub one by one. So here as soon as, like, let's say if I go here on the practice page, there I can show you all the scenarios. So the best part of SelectorsHub is that you can just click on the logo and open it, and now you can access on any tab. Like if you go to any website or any tab here, you need not to open DevTools again and again. You can directly access from here itself, SelectorsHub. Now if you go to this page, you have the access of SelectorsHub. You go to this page, you have the access of SelectorsHub. You go to this page, you need not to open again and again. And with the help of SelectorsHub inspector, you can inspect any element here like this, and you see that auto generated XPath and selectors all possible. If you scroll down, everything is being generated here. So this is how, like, you inspect any element and generate the XPath and selectors here. You see all possible selectors are being generated here. Same way in the DevTools as well. Like if you open DevTools here, in DevTools, if you have to generate XPath and selectors, then you have to use this inspector, DevTools inspector default, and then you can inspect any element and it generates the selector. So this is how you use this way. So let's say we will continue using it here, and I will show you guys here how to use SelectorsHub. You can use it in DevTools or else like in just by clicking on the logo here. Now when you will be using it here, if you want to write XPath and selectors for any element, you just inspect the element and you can see the DOM structure here, or else like you start typing here in SelectorsHub and you will see that it will auto suggest you while typing itself. So you can just select that value, any of this combination, and here you can complete your XPath and or CSS selector, whichever you want to write. If you make any mistake here like this, it will auto suggest this kind of error message like invalid XPath, close square bracket is missing. So if you will be making in any mistake, it will help you to complete or fix that particular error here. So this is very helpful feature of SelectorsHub, XPath error handling, we call it, like XPath and CSS selectors error handling, which helps you to learn about those concepts as well. If you make any mistake, it will help you. So this way you can write your XPath and CSS selector. Like if you want to write CSS selector, here you can see that it suggests the input, like you need not to type a lot of things. You see that here it suggests you the permutation combinations of attribute value, the matching count, and then here it shows like what is it is XPath or CSS what you are trying to write. You can select that and complete and verify this way. It will highlight the matching element like this here. If it is somewhere hidden, like if that particular element will be hidden somewhere, like let's say this home and kitchen you are writing, okay, so this element you have written, if that element will be hidden somewhere and if you press enter, it will auto scroll to the viewable area. So this way you can see it here, and it will be highlighted with dashed orange outline. If you hover here, it will turn into the solid red outline. So this way you can like write XPath and CSS selector and find the matching node, how many matching nodes are there, that you will get it here. If there are multiple elements like this you are writing, then all the matching counts it will show here, like 36 span elements are there. First one will highlight in the dashed orange line, rest it will highlight in the blue dashed outline. Here you will find all the matching nodes here, so that you can see here. So this is how you write here XPath in CSS selector. Now if you are writing, let's say, any XPath in CSS selector here, and you want to write a new XPath in CSS selector without losing this value, so you can save this value in selector. So there's a plus icon here. If you click on this, the value is saved here. Okay, now if you delete this, and let's say you try to write a new XPath or CSS selector something here, and now you want to go back and use the previous one, you just click here. So you see that that value is here. Now if you click on this, it will come here, and then you can try to add it in whatever you want that you so this way you will be able to pick up like you can save the value here, or else like you can delete whatever you want, that you can do here. And you can write multiple XPath, maximum 10 value you can save here in like you can in selector, so you can save 10 value, and these value will be saved in your local only. Now we will be talking about all the features one by one here. So this was the saving selector in SelectorsHub. Before that, also let me explain this inspector here in SelectorsHub, which is very powerful. Like if you go here, so if any element will be having any spatial property, so if you are using this inspector, it will immediately highlight like this element is SVG element. So you immediately get to know, oh, this is having some spatial property. If any element will be inside shadow DOM, it will highlight that. If any element is inside close shadow DOM, it will highlight that, and it will let you know. If any element will be inside iframe, it will highlight that also. So this will really help you a lot to learn about these basic concepts, as well as saves a lot of time just to know to know about these kind of spatial property of those elements. So you see that this element is inside iframe, how many iframes are there, so that things you will get to know immediately when you will hover on the element. So this will saves a lot of time. Now coming back to this thing, here you have a feature to generate XPath or CSS selector, case insensitive XPath and CSS selector. What does that mean? Like let's say for an example, there is any element which is having alpha like lowercase and uppercase value, like this one, this XPath. Now by mistake, if you write small e here, then there will be zero matching node, right? But you want to write with a smaller letter. So in that case, if you click on this button, it will convert that XPath into the case insensitive XPath in CSS selector, and then you can use that. So now if your XPath, you will be having a lowercase value like this one, u is small, e is small, then also this will work. So this is to help you to generate the lowercase XPath in CSS selector, case insensitive basically. Next one is what is this access XPath? This button is very useful feature. This is access based XPath feature. Like if you click on this, with this help of this access XPath feature, you can generate the XPath relative to other element. Like for an example, you want to generate XPath for courses with respect to products. So first inspect products and then inspect courses. So here you got the XPath for courses with respect to products. Suppose you want to generate XPath for enter email with respect to user email. So first inspect user email and then inspect this enter email field. So you can see that now it is generated access XPath for enter email field with respect to user email. Here you have the last XPath. So this way you can generate the access based XPath automatically in SelectorsHub. If you click on this button again, you will go back to the home screen. Also, like if you miss anything here, you will always find a tutorial here, detailed tutorial for each and every feature. When you will click on those buttons, you will find the detailed tutorial, so don't worry about that. And how you will find it in DevTools, like if you have open SelectorsHub in DevTools here, so you will find all the buttons like this here, access XPath button here, and this is case insensitive one, this is plus to save button. And here you have like suppose you have click on this access here. Now how to inspect those two elements? You can use DevTools inspector. First inspect this, then again select this inspector, then inspect. So this is how you can generate XPath for relative XPath basically. Now next thing is, what if you want to generate XPath with a particular attribute? Like suppose if you inspected this element, now you see that here for this element it is suggesting that there is an alert icon here, ID looks like dynamic, uncheck the ID checkbox, or delete ID attribute for attribute box to generate relative XPath without ID if it's generated with ID. Okay, so here you see that this ID is, it has generated with this ID. Like if you click here, this goes to the edit box. Now if you try to verify one element matching, okay. Now if we refresh this page, let's see what happens. This ID, this XPath got changed, it seems. Now you see that if we paste this, it is showing 0 elements matching. So this is not working. Why? Because ID got changed. So that's the reason, like it was suggesting, SelectorsHub was suggesting that ID looks dynamic. So in that case, we want to generate XPath without ID when you, because there will be situation when you will be knowing that your application is having a particular attribute as a dynamic attribute, right? So in that case, you click here, and here you have an option. This is an attribute filter, basically we used to call. So here you have an option to generate XPath with any particular attribute or without any particular attribute. So like let's say you don't want to generate with ID, uncheck this, and now you see that it is generating without that ID, without that attribute. If you want to generate with any particular attribute, you can pass the attribute name here. Like suppose you want to generate with title, and title, because shortcut is not there, now you enter here title and hit enter. You see that it is generating XPath with title attribute. So this way you can generate XPath with any particular attribute as well, or without attribute. Now here suppose you have copied this XPath. Next feature is code one. So generally, like you can copy this. How you can copy? You can click any of these copy icon to copy the value, or you can click here as well to copy the value. If you want to add it, you just click on that value and it will copy paste here, and you can add it the XPath. So that's how you can add it, and this is how you copy. Okay, so suppose you want, when you are using this XPath, how you can use? You can copy this, go to your editor, and when you are writing this basically, so generally you write this driver dot find element by dot XPath manually, isn't it? And then you paste this value. But now you inspect another element, you will copy this, come back to your code, driver dot find element by dot, again you will have to type this. So you don't have to type each and every time this value, you can directly get that complete value. Let me just close this. If you click on this code button here, you see that there's a new field comes here, input box, which has this value, and now you see that the complete value is coming here. If you see this, now you can simply copy this value, and you see we need not to type anything, we are getting the complete command. Isn't it amazing? You inspect any element here, you directly get the command, copy and paste it here. Simple. So you can directly generate this command, complete command, you need not to type. But you will say that we are not using this driver.find element, you might be using something else. So you see that if you click on this drop down box here, lots of value will appear. If you're using any of these, you can use them. Like if you're working with Cypress, you can use this. Now you see that it is generating this one. If you're using Playwright, then you can use this command. If you are working with Selenium with Python, then you can use this command. If you're using something like, let's say, at find by, you can use this, and it will also get the selector name as well, so don't worry about that. Suppose if none of these are there in your framework, you have something else like at the rate find by. In place of this, you have just find by and then XPath. Whatever you will be having, you just type that and you can just hit enter, it will generate with that particular command. If you inspect that, it will generate with that command. So what you have to do basically, whatever is your command, like for an example, your command is something like this, at the rate find by and XYZ, like suppose this is not in your method, something like this is there. And so what you have to do, just copy this command, wherever XPath is written in your command, just replace that with XPath value. XPath value keyword. Okay. And if there is a selector name in your command, like keyword is there for your element, like let's say web element and selector name, if there is, if not, then you can leave it. So now if you hit enter or just inspect another element, you will see that it is generating the command find element, that command XPath is there, web element, for which field it is enter password. So you see that you can generate that. So you can customize this command as per your framework, whatever you are using. You see that? If you are not having this in your XPath, you can just remove this, and now inspect any element, it will be generating without that keyword. So this is how you can generate the command as well. without any like limitation. If you are using Selenium, if you are using Python, if you if you are using any particular language, that doesn't matter. If you are using any particular framework, that also doesn't matter. You can also find the instruction here to frame the command, also the detailed tutorial about this feature. Here you can see. If you are using it in DevTools, so don't worry, like let me show you in DevTools as well, because there you will not find the code word. So here we, because with the limited space, we have it here. So this is the attribute filter, this is the code command. Okay, so if you are using it here in DevTools, then also you can use it. On the right side you will find the icon. Now let's talk about an important scenario, how you can inspect the dynamic web elements, like dynamic drop down elements, like these kind of elements which immediately disappear when you try to inspect those elements, like this one. Another one, like if you go to Twitter, you will find some this kind of bubble loader. So how you can inspect these kind of bubble loader or these kind of dynamic drop down elements which immediately disappear. So to inspect these kind of elements, we have the debugger feature in SelectorsHub. If you click on inspect here, so also, like to use the debugger feature, we recommend you to use the SelectorsHub in DevTools, not here. If you come here, you will find this debugger. It suggests you open the DevTools, then click on the debugger icon. Okay, so here we open SelectorsHub in DevTools, and to use the debugger feature here, there is a small setting required. If you will use this debugger without that setting, it will not work. So what you have to do, click on this setting icon here in your DevTools, click on this ignore list on the left side, and here you have to uncheck these general exclusion rules. You have to uncheck, and you have to enable ignore list. You have to uncheck this as well. So make sure that all these checkboxes are unchecked. Okay, then close this, then close this, and then restart your browser. You will have to restart the browser, then only it will, these settings will reflect in your browser. Okay, so make sure that you restart the browser. Okay, so we will restart the browser now, and let's open it again. Now if we will open SelectorsHub, and now it will work. So what you have to do after doing this, you just have to click on this debugger icon. Going forward, you don't have to do this setting again and again, only one time it was required. So now if you click on this debugger icon, after clicking on this debugger, make sure that you have to make, like after clicking on debugger icon, you have to make that element visible within 5 seconds. So click on this and then make this element visible within 5 seconds, and you will see that SelectorsHub will pause this element, and now you can inspect it. So this is how you can inspect such kind of dynamic drop down elements. We have the separate detailed tutorial on debugger as well, so that is also there. So this is how you can inspect this. Again, let me show you. Just once you are done, you can click on that. What you have to do, like let's say this is not there, what you have to do, just click on this debugger button, and within 5 seconds make this element visible, then it will pause this. Suppose you are not able to make the element visible within 5 seconds, you need more time. In that case, in SelectorsHub we have a feature, you can customize the timing as well. There is a setting icon here on the right side, you see that customize UI debugger time in second. So right now it is getting started with in 5 seconds. If you want to increase, like let's say you want to make it 10 second, 20 second, that you can do. If you want to make it 0 second, that also you can do. Like here in this case of bubble loader, whenever you will see the bubble loader, you have to make the debugger immediately active, because what we were doing here, after clicking on the debugger icon, we were making this element visible, but here we will have to refresh the page, and as soon as you refresh the page, the debugger get executed. So once you click on the debugger icon, you cannot refresh the page. Like for an example, let's say here we click on this debugger icon, okay, and now if you refresh the page, the debugger got executed, it will not pause the page. Okay, so In this case, when there's a bubble loader, you cannot refresh the page, right? So what you have to do here, we need to start the debugger immediately. So what we will do, we will make this debugger time 0. Now come back here, you refresh the page and immediately click on the debugger icon. Okay, so you see, and now we have clicked, and now these bubble loader are paused. You can inspect them, and you see that you can inspect and inspect, and then you can see the DOM and you can see the XPath here. So this is how you can inspect such kind of bubble loader if you have in your application. So this is how you use the debugger feature of SelectorsHub. Once you are done, you can refresh the page and then debugger will get executed. Okay, next thing is like if we open SelectorsHub here, so we have seen attribute filter, we have seen code, we have seen debugger feature, and then let's say now we will see the POM page, how you can generate the locator page. Okay, so what you have to do, you click on here POM page, and also click on this code. So now suppose you, whichever framework you are using, suppose we are using @findby, something like this. So click on this code and then click on POM page, and after that you will start inspecting all the elements for which you want to generate the locator page. So let's say first we inspect this, then we inspect this, whichever elements you need, you just keep inspecting, and you can see that in SelectorsHub all the XPath like the commands are getting generated. If you scroll and see here, all kinds of selectors are there. You copy this you can copy this, or you can download this and then you can paste it in your code here, and you will see that all the commands are here. So this is how you can generate the locator page just in few seconds. Okay, and you can change the command anytime, whichever you want. Like let's say you are working with this one, you can select and choose this. Okay, so this is how you can generate the locator page. What you have to do, let me show it again. Click on this code command and then click on POM page, and after that you start inspecting all the elements for which you want to generate the locator page. Simple. And the tutorial is here. If you missed anything, there's a tutorial for this, so that is always you can check out. Then next one is XPath healing. What is XPath healing? Suppose there is any UI change happens. So generally what happens, like XPath locators got changed. So in that case, how you can verify those XPath, all the XPath. So in that case, XPath healing feature is very helpful. What you have to do, you just click on this. There's an edit icon, click on this, and here you paste your entire code. You need not to separate anything, just copy and paste entire code here, and you put the command here, whatever command you are using here, that you put, and click on submit. You see that it will fetch all the XPath from your script and show you the result of like XPath matching count. So whichever XPath got changed, you can just quickly verify them and fix them, and then you can replace it in your code. So this is how XPath healing helps a lot to save a lot of time. Here's a detailed tutorial for this. If you ever got stuck, you can check out this. Okay, so we have seen these features. Then there's a quote feature. What is this? It's a very simple feature. Generally by default, SelectorsHub used to generate XPath for the attribute with single quote, like attribute value will be there inside single quote. So if you want this with double quote, you just click on this, and now you see that it is generating with double quote. So now you will be inspecting, it will be having this double quote thing. Then you can customize the UI as well. Like there are lots of XPath selectors are there, but there could be a chance that you don't need all of them, all the icons here. So in that case, you can click on customize UI. Whichever you don't need, you can just hide them like this. Now if you go back here, like let's say you don't need these toggle icon or something out there, so all those things you can hide from here. So you see that now all locators type will not be there. Whichever is required, that only will be. And if you want to reset, go back to the default value, just click on this and then everything will be reset. So you will be having that. So this is how you can use the SelectorsHub. These were all the features, like all important features from the front UI front. Apart from this, it used to support shadow DOM, iframe, SVG element, every kind of thing, every kind of element. If there will be any sorts of element, spatial scenario, all those it will be supporting. Let me show you the complex one. If you inspect any element, like if it is having svg element, it will show you that like this is svg element like this. If any element will be inside shadow DOM, it will show you that this element is inside shadow DOM, what is the selector for that, what is the script that you need for this particular thing, like if you want to automate this, so that complete script it used to give. If any element will be inside closed shadow DOM, it will tell you that you cannot locate this element and what will be the property that you get it here. If any element is inside iframe, that also it will help you to understand how many iframes will be there, XPath for those all the iframes, you can see that here. So you can simply just switch inside one by one. If there are any more complex scenarios, like let me just close this here and show you here. If there are more complex scenarios like this element is inside shadow root and then this shadow root is inside iframe, I guess you see that such a complex scenario. So if you open SelectorsHub, here it will let you know that this element is inside iframe, sorry, this element is inside shadow DOM. It is telling you element is inside shadow DOM and that shadow DOM is inside iframe. So everything it tells you. So this will save a huge amount of time. So that you can see here how useful it can be for you. If any element is inside iframe and that element is inside shadow DOM, that also it will help you like this. If you inspect any element like this element is inside shadow DOM, so it is telling you that this element, okay, this is closed, like let me inspect this element is inside iframe and then this iframe is inside shadow DOM. So you see that everything you get to know. It's very helpful. This will save a good amount of time for you. Then by default it will come like this way, so you can use it and saves a good amount of time. I hope I have covered all the features. If there will be more, you can always refer SelectorsHub website, as well as like you can practice on this particular page. This will help you guys a lot to learn a lot of things about SelectorsHub, about DOM and everything. There is pro version is also available that has more features without any ads and etc. Also, like if you want to block ads on SelectorsHub, you can just quickly support one-time support just $10 to this particular tool, and you can block all these ads and like interruption in between. So just for $10 for lifetime, you can block the ads on Selector. So this is the tool which will help you to solve every kind of XPath and selectors related problem and will save a lot of time for you guys. And then next we will be talking about test case studio, which will help you in a much more ways while filing bugs and lot more things. So yeah, thank you. Hello, welcome back. The next set of problem for testers is steps to reproduce the bug, writing manual test cases, taking a screenshot manually, getting the system information like on which browser you were testing and all those things. So this particular tool, Test Case Studio, is the solution for all of these problems. What is Test Case Studio? Test Case Studio is a very simple recorder plugin, yet most secure recorder plugin out there at Chrome Store. It is very safe and secure. It doesn't save any kind of your user data on cloud or anywhere, so you can feel free to use it. It helps you to record the manual test cases. It helps you to get the steps to reproduce the bug, to file the bug. It gets you the screenshot, video recording, system information, XPath and CSS selector to write the automation script, and a lot more. So let's see how this simple tool can help you to save hours of time as well as a lot more things. How you can install it? Go to SelectorsHub.com, open this test case studio. Here you will find the download links for all the browsers. It is available for all the browsers. Let's say we'll show it for Chrome browser. So click on add to Chrome. Here you have add to Chrome button. Click on this and add extension. You can see it here. It is already being used by more than 60,000 testers with almost 5-star rating out there, featured, verified, everything. So this got installed here as usual. Like by default you will not get the logo here on the Chrome toolbar. What you have to do, click on this extension icon and then pin it to toolbar, then you will get it here. Okay, so now we have this here. To use it, just open any website, like let's say we want to test it on flipkart.com. Before you start your normal testing, like exploratory testing, manual testing, whatever you call it, what you have to do, you just have to click on this test case studio logo, that's all, and then you can continue your testing. So what you do, just click on this, it will open this window like this, and now you can start your testing. Like suppose you search for here, let's say we want to do a sanity test. Okay, now you click on this, you right click here, let's say we click on buy with exchange, we click on cross icon here, we click on buy now. Anything you will be doing here, it will be capturing each and every step. Now if you open this test case studio here, now you see that all the steps has been recorded into plain English sentences. Okay, so you can see that here all the steps has been recorded here. If you want to file a bug or you want to share these steps with your developer to reproduce the bug, you can simply click on copy icon, you can paste it to your developer or in your bug management tool that these are the steps. So you can see that such a plain English sentences, those are, anybody can understand. Here you get the data as well, like whatever URL you have opened, whatever value you have entered, you get XPath CSS selector if you want to automate this particular test case. And here you can see the screenshot, also the field will be highlighted where you have performed the action. So you see that such a simple thing, and the name of the screenshot is also right click on this particular field, so you know that in this screenshot what you were doing. Then here suppose you want to add any step, delete any step, that feature is also available here. You can add a step, delete a step. Also whenever you will file a bug, generally developer always asks what was the OS, what was the OS version, what was the browser version. So all that information you get it here. You can simply copy this and share it with your developer, or in your bug management tool you can paste this information. You can also download this particular test case, so it will be for your future reference that you have done this testing and you have the proof that yes, you have completed this scenario, it was working, if ever any issue comes in production, right? You can execute these steps in English as code. It will get executed on test rigger, so that also you can explore. You can also record the screen, like let's say you want to record the screen in a video format, so you can simply click, you can select any of the screen whichever you want to record, or you want to record any window app, or you want to record this entire screen, so that you can do, you just click on share, the video recording is started here, and then it get recorded. Well, once this is done, you can stop or pause, view, download, everything you can do. So this is how you can use this particular tool. Very simple yet super powerful. Like suppose you get a bug after 10-15 steps, generally we don't remember all the steps which we were performing, so this tool will help you to get those steps easily. There are more features here if you want to, like you see that these XPath and CSS selectors are also generated. Suppose you want to automate this particular scenario, simply you click on this set driver command here. You see that the command is set now. You can simply copy this, go to your editor, and here you paste the code, and now whichever action you want to perform, that you can write, like add dot click dot whatever you are doing there, you can perform those actions here. So you see that such a simple way you can generate this automation script. You can automate that test case as well, and it will be super stable script, because the XPath and CSS selector which are generated here are being generated with the SelectorsHub logic, so those are very stable, so you can trust on them. Also you can optimize this command, you can change this command the way I have shown you guys in SelectorsHub. Like if you are using any particular framework at the rate find by something like that, that also you can change and it will get reflected here. Like let's say you are using this one, just fine. So make sure that just you have the XPath value keyword here, rest is fine. And now you see that this has got updated, so you can use this. Then if you want to delete all the steps in one shot and you want to fresh recording, that you can do. Here you have an option, more option, like you can hide any column, like let's say you don't need XPath or CSS selector column there, you can hide them. You can hide expected result column, so that you can do if you want. Then you have a option like if you want to record test cases in BDD format, you can click on this, it will be recording in BDD format. If you want to change any of these command, like let's say in place of it used to say open website, like if you go back here, the first steps comes as open website, then enter this whenever you will be performing enter command. If you want to change them, you want to change keyword like open URL, you want to say in place of click on, you want to say click at. So this will also you can change. So like now if you go back, delete all steps here, and if you start performing steps, now you see that open URL, click at Flipkart. So now it's coming what you have what you were looking for, like what you have changed. So if you are using any particular terminology in your company, then in that case you can add it here, you can edit it in test case studio. Also, if you want to record in any particular language, in your local language, that also you can do. Like suppose you are recording test case in any language like Hindi or any local language, in that case that can also be done. Like suppose you are testing any website which is in your local language, in that case you can record these test cases in your local language as well. Like here suppose we want to record these test cases in this Hindi language. So what you can do here, let me just translate, you can translate these sentences. So here in place of open URL, you want to record test cases because you are testing this website which is in local language. So what you have to do, translate English to Hindi. So what I will do, I will just paste all these and copy this. Here I will replace them. Okay, click at. So whatever is the keyword there which is not inside curly braces, that all I will change. Okay, now let's say I will just show with these two commands, rest all also you can change. Now I will go back here, delete all these steps. Okay, here on this page, now let me just open test case studio here. Whatever action if I will perform now, so because we have changed two commands in that, so if we will perform those actions, it will record. Like you see that it is coming everything, all the sentence, the complete sentence is coming in that language. Per click kare, URL khole. So this is like you can record in your local language as well. You just have to change the keywords here in settings. And if you want to go back, you just click on this reset button and it will go back to the default. So this is how you can generate the test cases, test steps in any language, in your local language. If you want to go to BDD, you just click on this and now go back here. Let's delete this. If you will be performing any action here, it will be recording in that kind of format. When the user opens website, then the user click on this, all those things. You can also insert the like assert statement in between, like assert, store, verify, like in you used to do in Selenium IDE. So let's say you want to set a assert statement, you want to add an assert statement not present, click on this and this will get added here. So this is how like you can add the assert statement as well. So these all are the features of test case studio. When you download the test case, it get downloaded with the default name, the domain name and the timestamp. If you want to set the test case name like before downloading, like demo TCS, then in that case it will get downloaded. It will get downloaded with this particular test case name. So you can set the test case name here at the top. Okay, the pro version is also available for test case studio pro. In that you can do a lot more things, like you can you will be able to customize the template, you will be able to do a lot more things. So that if you want to check out, you can check out here. And that has many features, like you can resume the recording, you can pause the recording, lot more things. You can record multiple test cases, lots of customization. You can directly create the tickets in Jira and all those things, so that you can do. So you can check out that if you want. Also, I will create a separate tutorial for all these tools, that how you can use it in incognito mode. These will work in for mobile web as well. Like if you are having a website which is on mobile web, so that also you can test, but it will not work for native mobile apps, but it will work for mobile web. Okay. Also, like if you want to test it anything, uh, if you want to use these SelectorsHub and test case studio on incognito mode, then what you have to do, just right click on manage extension. Here if you come down, there's a two fields like allow in incognito. Okay, by default if you open incognito, the extension icon will not be there. Okay, if you want, you just click on. Now you see that it is here. If you want to use the test case studio SelectorsHub in for local HTML files, then also you have to turn on this toggle, and now it will work for local HTML files as well. Also, if you want to get SelectorsHub and test case studio on your automated browser window, there is a small piece of code that you will have to add. That tutorial is also available on YouTube, so that you can check out. So yeah, so this is how you can use the test case studio tool, which will help you guys to get these steps, screenshot and everything. And more details you can find it here on the website, on the homepage of test case studio, and you can quickly compare with the free version, pro version. Also, if you want to just hide these ads, just donate one time $10 for lifetime, and the ads and any kind of interruption will be hidden and you will not be. So yeah, this is test case studio, guys. I'm sure this will help you guys to save a good amount of time. Thank you. Hello friend. Next, let's talk about check my links. There's a super powerful tool which will help you to quickly test all the links on any web page of your website. It will help you to quickly find the broken links, dead links. This will solve your problem of testing the links, delivering the dead links, pushing it to the production, those dead links, broken links, which generally make your SEO down, and lot more problems it used to create. So this will be very helpful tool. Just in single click you will be able to test the links of your web pages. Let's see how you can install, how you can use it. Very simple tool. Here, go to selectorshub.com again, and here you will find the check my links. Open this. Okay, so here we have this. Click on add to Chrome, will show it on Chrome. So you click, and here you can see that already more than 50,000 testers are using it. Click on add to Chrome, it will get installed. Click on add extension. So yeah, this is installed, and now you can open any website like google.com here. And first of all, like, you click on this extension icon, and here you have to pin it to toolbar to get it into the toolbar. Now simply, like, you go to any page, you click on this, and you see how easily it is scanning and letting you know that how many links are there, how many valid links are there, valid redirect links are there, warnings, invalid links, everything. Such a simple tool, you can quickly export the report and see that how many, like, all the links, details and everything you will be able to see in the report. So here you can open like this and see the report. So this is very simple tool. You go to any web page, click on the logo, and it will quickly scan the entire page, get you the link details. Here you have the status code, URL, and then you will also have the label as well for those links, so you will be knowing that what link it is, okay, on the web page. So here, like, let me show you more about this particular tool. Like, let's say you go to any other page which might be having some broken links. So here we have knowingly added some broken link on this page. Click on the logo here. Quickly it will scan the page and show you the details here. So you see that how fast it is showing. One invalid link is there, warning 0, valid links 88, valid redirect links are 12. So if you scroll down, you will see that this is the broken link. It used to highlight the valid links into this green color, valid redirect link in this color, warning in this color, invalid links in red color. You can export them. Also, like, if there are some links hidden behind this particular pop-up window, you can move this as well. So that is there. There are many other features, we'll explain them one by one. So here this is there. some of the like advanced features are there in this tool, which you can quickly get it just by making one-time donation to this tool or by supporting this tool. Like let's say you want to access any of these features, because this has a features like to change the color of these like whatever color it is filling on the links, that color you can change. You can remove these colors as well. Like let's say you don't want to highlight, just you want the count and the details, then in that case you can uncheck and it will not highlight any of these colors. You can download the individual report, you can view the report, you can also view the report from here, you can move the window. So those are advanced feature available. But yeah, there are many other features under settings as well, so I will explain one by one. So let's say under settings, suppose you want to exclude some of the links from which you doesn't want to test here. Like for an example, this is my website and I know that on this website I don't want to test the links of my website. I want to test only the external links which we have included. So in that case here, what we will do, I can include SelectorsHub.com here. So which basically what it will do now, by default we have added some domains. From those links it will not verify. So what we will do, exclude links from these domains. So we'll add this SelectorsHub.com, and now it will not include the links from SelectorsHub.com while verifying. Then we will save the preference. Now if we will open SelectorsHub website and scan this page, you see that only 29 links it is showing, and those 29 are not from SelectorsHub.com. Here you see that it was showing 101 because most of them were from SelectorsHub.com. So this is how you can exclude the link. There are many other settings, like let's say if there are some URL which having the empty link, like href attribute as empty, then in that case by default it will not be including. But if you want, you can include them. You can include empty links in the report as well. You can include anchor tag without href tag. Like by default it will not be having those anchor tags, it will not be scanning those anchor tags which are not having href. So if you want, you can do that. And also, like if you have some links which are having relative is equal to no follow, if you want to include them, you can include them as well. Once you do those settings, you can click on save my preference. So these are the preferences which are available on check my links. Now apart from this, you have a feature to reset. If you do any setting and you want to reset, you can click on reset button and it will reset the settings. If you want to move the window, or you want to access these features, then there's a here if you click, it will ask you to buy this particular advanced feature key. So let me just quickly show you all these features and how you can get the key. This is just one-time donation to support this particular project and tool, so you can buy it from here. We used to keep you used to keep getting the offers like this, so you can see that right now 50% off, so you can get this. If you don't want like this key, then pretty much every feature is there which you need basically. Like you get the details and everything, you can export the report and you have everything with you. But if you want to go further, you want to view the report without downloading, then in that case you require this key, so you can buy that. Like let me show you by entering the key here once, because I have the key. So once you will be having the key, and then you can access all the features. So I will just add the key and show you all the features. Okay, so I have added the key here. Now if I want to see the report like this, I can see the report here. I can download in CSV format, Excel format. I can select the status code as well. Like let's say if you want view all, so here you see that you can select the status code as well. You can filter them, like all the links and everything here. So this way you can have you have here a lot more features. You can copy URL, you can view the URL, and here if you want to uncheck, you see that this color you don't want to fill, you can uncheck this. If you want to change the color, you can change the color as well. Like if you don't want that color, so you can change the highlight color of this, whatever it is filling here. Then you can view report, individual report, you can download individual report, you can move the window around like this. And so these are some of the features which are basically behind the advanced key. And here suppose one very important feature is there. Like let's say if you are on any website, some of the websites, sometimes what happens, they don't return the actual HTTP status code. Because of that, you might see sometimes invalid links for the valid links as well. Like it will show some links as invalid while those are the valid links. What happens, like some of the because you when you will be using this tool for any website, it will be hitting their server, and like their server might consider that someone is attacking on their website. So in that case, they used to immediately return wrong HTTP status code. Like you can see that here 96 it is returning, because their system understood that someone is hitting the server. So generally when you will be testing, you will be testing in your test environment for your website, so that will not, this will not give you the wrong status. Your server will not give the wrong status to us to this tool. So here you see that it is giving you, like if when you will click on this view for invalid link, view report, so you will see that here it is getting this status code like this. Now to make sure, because this particular flipkart.com, this is not invalid, right? This is a valid link. So we have this recheck HTTP status code button here in the view report. This will help you to get the correct status code, because this will be hitting individually and it will hit like that as a human is hitting. So now if you will click on this, it will open a window and it will get the correct status code, and it will automatically update. Here you can see that. So you can one by one, either you click like this, or you fetch all, you can click on fetch all HTTP status code, and it will get the status code for all the links one by one, correct status code. So you have this feature under view report option, so that like if you feel that the server is your server has written wrong status code and you need the actual status code, the correct one, then in that case, this way you can get it. Okay, if you want, you can stop it here. So this is another great feature in under view report option. Under view report option, you get the option to download in CSV format, Excel format. You can copy, you can print. You have the filter here. Also, if you want to use it in incognito mode or in for the local HTML files, what you have to do, you just right click, manage extension, and simply here you have to allow for incognito, allow for local files. So if you have any local HTML file, that also you can use. And if you open incognito, you will see here. So if you want to use it here, you can use it here as well. So yeah, this is how you can use the check my links. We will highly recommend that everybody used to take this advanced feature key. This will really help this particular tool to keep running, keep adding support for more and more users. So yeah, this will really help, and you can ask your company for the refund. This is just a very like small donation amount, just $50 for lifetime, very cheap. Okay, so this is how you can use that check my links. If you don't want to get the advanced feature key, then also it is very helpful. Without that also you get everything what you need. Okay, so yeah, this is check my links, guys. Thank you. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also check out these awesome informative videos and keep watching more videos on SelectorsHub channel. Thank you. Hello friend. Page load timer, another great product, another great plugin which will help you to test, to get the web page load time. So you are not ever going to push any release to production which can impact the performance of your web page without for any region of any change in your web page. This will give you the load time automatically. Let's see how automatically this tool get used. You don't have to use it, it automatically get used. Very simple tool, yet very useful. So how you get it? Simple, go to SelectorsHub.com. There you will find the page load timer. You can install it here. Click on add to Chrome, add extension, and this got added here. And now of course, like again, you will have to pin it to toolbar, pin. And now open any website, like let's say we open google.com. So you see that whenever you will open any web page, automatically you are able to see that 0.52 seconds. So within 0.52 second this page got loaded. This means, like, what is the load time of Google right now? 0.52. If you open any other website, like let's say we open Amazon, 1.22 second it has taken. If you open SelectorsHub.com, it is taking more, 2.97 second. And how it used to calculate this load time? So if you observe this loader, once this get completed here, you will see this time here. Let me just refresh this page. You see that right now cross icon, so no time. Once this is done, you can see that 1.83 second. So this is how it used to calculate. There are lots of parameters which it used to consider while calculating the total load time here. If you click on this, you will see which all parameter has been considered, which all time has been considered here. So this is how it used to calculate, like connect, DNS, redirect, request, response, all these times has been calculated. And here it is showing in milliseconds. So 1827 millisecond it has taken to load this particular page. The total time it is showing here in seconds. There are lots of other features, like you can see the view the report. Click on this, you can find the report here for all the pages which we have opened. So last 100 page report you can see in this particular tool. Like if you open keep opening the pages, so all the load times will be keep adding in the report. Like let's say you just keep opening the pages and then you will keep seeing this get added in your report. So now if you open, now you will see that Flipkart and x.com will also be here in this report. Okay, their load time, their average load time, timestamp. You have the option to like copy URL, view, delete, other options you have it here. If you click on the logo, you see this details, latest 100 page report. Okay, you can download, view report, you can clear the data. Like if you have all these links in your report, you want to clear that, you can clear the data from here. Okay, there are very good feature, amazing features under settings which I will show you. Like, okay, so first of all, like average load time here. So what does that mean? Because load time and average load time is same here. So you see that SelectorsHub.com is here. Okay, right now it has taken 1.83 seconds, so in the report it must be 1.83 second here. Okay, now if we will reload the page, it will be something different, 1.7378. if you click on this and view report, it is showing 1.78, but where is that the previous one, 1.83? That has gone, right? So in this case, suppose you want to keep all the load time and you want the actual average load time. So that you can do, you can get the duplicate URL in the report and then it will have the average load time. So click on settings and here you have the option keep duplicate URL value in the report. Turn on this toggle and now you see the magic. Refresh the page, 2.08. If you open the report, you will see that both the links are there, both the values are there, and now there is an average load time. Again, if we reload this, 1.37. if you open the report, you will see that all three values are there, and what is the average load time? 1.73. So this way you can get the average load time of your website as well, and all the load times for your particular web page which you have opened. What other great features are there? Because this is not actually solving the problem, because you see, we have said that every time you open the website, you will get the load time there on your URL, on the address bar, on the top of the logo. Okay, sometimes when you are doing the testing of any web page, you might miss to see this particular time. Okay, because this is not in our habit, our eyes are here, we might miss this. Okay, so whenever there's a performance goes down of your website, can it give the auto alert, so that whenever the performance goes down, you get the auto alert? That will really help, right? Like let's say you are testing this particular website, I'm testing any of the web page of my website. Like let's say I have a default maximum load time for my website for every page, it should not go beyond 1 second. Okay, whenever if it get more than one, if it takes more than 1 second, then I should get the auto alert. So I can set that here. Click on the logo, click on settings. So you see here, you can enter domain name here, SelectorsHub.com, and set the load time. Like suppose if my page takes more than 1 second, then I should get an alert. Okay, you can read this here. and refresh the page, you will see that, notice that this page took longer than max load time of 1 second. So this is very helpful. Now if any page on my website will take more than 1 second, I will get this alert. So this way I can easily report the bug, easily tell my developer that, see, you have done this change. After this change, website is taking more load time. Earlier it was taking normal. So this way you can add, and you can add multiple website for which all you want to do the testing. This is also helpful that it is not going to run on every website when you will whitelist some of the websites. So you can keep adding, like let's say I want to test for flipkart.com as well, flipkart.com, and if flipkart.com takes more than 0.5 second, half a second, then I should get the alert. So now my extension will work on SelectorsHub.com, will execute on SelectorsHub.com as well as on flipkart.com. Okay, this has also taken more time. But if I will open any other website like google.com, there it will not execute. Why? Because we have added only 2 domains here, we have whitelisted. You can also blacklist website. If you, like let's say you haven't whitelisted anything and you want to whitelist some of the website on which you don't want to execute, then in that case you can blacklist as well. So these are the features that you can use. Also, like when you have added this alert for, let's say, SelectorsHub.com, 1 second, okay, and when you are loading SelectorsHub.com, you used to get the alert pop-up. In place of this alert pop-up, you don't want the alert pop-up, you just want the red color here. So in that case you have a setting and you can turn off this toggle. So alert you will not get now, you will only see the time in red color. So that is also there in page load timer. Again, if you want to use this in incognito mode and for local HTML file, you have to right click on the logo, manage extension, come down here, allow in incognito, allow local files URLs that you have to do. And now if you open incognito, you will find the check my link, page load timer here. And if you open any website, you will find the okay, sorry, we have to remove this and then you see the load time. Okay, so this is how you can use the page load timer. I'm sure you will save a good amount of time, and this will be a fun to use this particular tool, and hopefully you will love this. And do add your review for these tools if you enjoy them in Chrome Store and share it with others. This will really help. Thank you. Hello friend. Next, let's talk about auto test data. Everybody needs the fake test data while testing. Like if you are testing a login scenario or credit card testing, payment page testing, search field testing, anything you are doing, you need the data. And there are many ways that you can generate the fake test data. Like you can use the chat GPT, lots of AI tools are there, you can use the faker libraries, all those things. But everything required a lot of effort. Like in chat GPT you will have to do a lot of prompting, lots of things you will have to do. Then if you are using faker libraries, you will have to maintain the code. Whenever you need any kind of change, you will have to make update that. Not every testers can write the code, not everyone is familiar with those faker libraries. So to solve all these problems, we have this auto test data, which is already being used by more than 50,000 testers are already using it to generate the fake test data. It is basically, we have basically provided the simple user interface which helps you to just in simple 3 clicks to help you to generate just in simple 3 clicks any kind of fake test data. What you have to do, just go to autotestdata.com. No installation, nothing is required. Simply just open autotestdata.com. You can bookmark in your browser this one. Whenever you need, you can just simply generate the data. And here on this page you can see that name, phone, email, currency, number, range. These are the default fields. In which format you want to generate, like let's say you want in JSON format, then number of rows, how many number of rows you want, and click on generate. Simple. And you can see that the data is generated. Here lots of customization are there. Like let's say you don't need the number range, you can delete that. You need currency, but you need currency in INR, you can change this. Start, and you can change like set that value as well. Like it should be greater than 10, it should be less than 1000. that you can set. Email ID, let's say you want the email ID with the domain name selectorshub.com, that you can enter here. You want the mobile number start with +91, you need the full first name, that you can add here. You need the last name, you can have it here. You want any other field, like let's say you want credit card data, that you can add here. You want the like let's say country, that you can add it here. So lots of options are there in whichever format. Let's say in CSV format you want. Number of rows, like let's say we want 20 rows. Click on generate and it will generate the data, and the data you will see that it will be very much kind of genuine data. It doesn't look like a fake test data. So this will help you guys. Very simple, super powerful tool. You can generate any kind of data which you need, and this will really help a lot. Like, it has been designed basically keeping testers in mind. Like, if you are working with Cucumber framework, you need a property file with this kind of data, so you can generate separated by pipe. Click on generate and directly you can download this or copy and use it in your project. You like in your framework you can use it without any edit. So this will be very helpful for you to generate the fake test data. Everybody need it, so you can just bookmark in your browser and use it. Simply autotestdata.com. Yeah, I hope you will like this tool. This is already being used by many testers. Do try it and share it with others. Thank you. Hello friend. Next one is testing daily. What is testing daily? Testing daily is a very simple utility which is available as an extension and mobile app, which helps you to get the latest testing trends and feed, events and jobs as well. Now, like today, if you have to get the any blogs update, any new tool updates, any new tutorial updates, any events update, you generally used to go and look for the LinkedIn, look at LinkedIn. But what if like those posts and other things get missed by you, you didn't open at that time? So most of the time you miss those things. Lots of people are writing on Medium. Lots of testing companies like Lambda Test, Postman, Tricentis, Applitools are creating amazing feed for testers. But have you ever opened those websites? Have you ever read them? Read the blogs? Like Selenium official website, Cypress, Playwright official blogs. They used to keep sharing a lot of things, new version updates, etc. So I'm sure like many of you might have missed those things. You might miss those testing events, conferences. So how do you get those? And especially now the jobs as well, like testing related jobs. So how do you get those updates? Any new tool launch, lots of YouTube tutorials every day comes, but you are not able to subscribe each and every testing channel, and you are not able to follow up those things. So that's where testing daily comes, and it helps you automatically to keep you guys updated with the latest testing things. How to use, what to do to use it? Simply open this testing daily on SelectorsHub website. Here you can add to Chrome. This is also available as a mobile app, so you can scan this QR code. It is available on Android and iOS both. So let's say Chrome, so you can simply install it. I have already installed it on my browser. Let me just remove and show you guys. Click on add to Chrome, add extension, and now when you will add extension, you just click on this keep it. What does it mean? I will show you. So now you see that testing daily got installed in our browser. You need not to pin it to toolbar. Now every time when you will open new tab, you will see that there is a feed here. Earlier it used to be a blank tab, Google tab, right? So now you see that there is a feed, like upcoming things here. What has new things came today? Like today is 7th May when I'm recording this course. So you see that on 7th May this has come. Whatever will be new things, that you will see it here. So anything like Selenium community, I'm sure, not sure, like if you have got to know about this particular thing, event by Selenium, what apply tools. So these blogs, article, everything you used to get here, all the feeds, curated feed, you used to get it here. Every time you open a new tab to open any website, like let's say if I have to open flipkart.com, I will anyways open new tab, right? Meanwhile, when I'm typing here, you will see this feed is here. This is going in my eyes, so I can observe this. It will help me to keep myself updated with the latest testing trends. like Selenium released 4.32 version on May 5th. I'm not sure like how many of you might have got to know, but with this you will get to know, oh, there's something new release. You can quickly read an article and go there and go to their official website. So this will help you, like if you want to open a new website, you can open this. Okay, I wanted to open flipkart.com, I have opened it. Whenever I'm opening any new website, I will open new tab. I can see this feed. If I don't want to see, I can just like simply open my website whichever I wanted to open. So this will easily help me to keep myself updated with the latest testing trends. Okay, then if I just wanted to see only YouTube video, I can click here. Like in a filtered form, I can see that on 7th May which all new tutorial, YouTube tutorial came, like from Test Guild, there's a video, Test Sigma, Selenium official. So all those things you will get it here. If you want to just see which all new blocks came, that you can see it under blocks here. Which all events are upcoming events, testing events, meetup, conferences, that you can find it here under the events tab. Then latest jobs, under jobs tab you can see which all latest jobs are available for testers, that you can get it. So this is going to be very helpful for you guys. The concept of this tool is from here, like if in Edge browser every time you open new tab, you see that this kind of news feed used to come. So we have just replaced this news feed with the latest testing feed, software testing, which will help you to keep yourself updated. There's a lot of features, like here, let's say every time when you open new tab, you see this feed. If you don't want to see this feed, you can pause this new tab. You can completely make it off, or you can pause it for some time. Let's say you have completely turned off this one. Now if you will open new tab, it will open like this. If you ever want to see the feed of testing daily, so here you keep it pinned in toolbar. Whenever you want, you just click on this logo and you can see the feed. And then like again you want to keep it off, you can keep it off, it is off. You want to open, you just see this. If you want to activate again, you can click on this activate new tab, and now whenever you will open new tab, you will see the feed. From which all platform this feed is coming, under customize you can see that it is coming from Medium, YouTube, Reddit, Lambda Test, and all these platforms. So thousands of places it is getting the feed and keeping you updated. If you want to customize this feed, you will have to create an account. So you can log in here simply, nothing much is there, simple, you can log in. It is also available on Android and iOS, so I will highly recommend that you guys install it on your phone. You can see that more than 10,000 plus testers are already using it on Android. Great reviews are there. Also available on iOS, so you can also use it there if you are using iPhone. So this is highly recommended, very useful tool, and you can always use this and keep yourself updated. You can find here as well the latest trends, things, what's happening around. So those you will also find it here. So this is testing daily, guys. I'm sure you will love this tool. A very simple yet super powerful to keep you updated with the latest testing trends. So yeah, these were all these 6 tools which are going to help you guys to boost your productivity and help you on your day-to-day basis. Thank you. Hello. After taking this course and going through all these tools, there could be lots of questions like how safe these tools are. If you in your company any extensions is not allowed, like browser extensions are not allowed, then in that case you can easily get these extensions whitelisted in your company. How you can get that? Here in your in SelectorsHub website, if you search for, let's say, safe, so all these tools are safe and highly secure. We have already written the blocks on them. You can just go through these, and here we have explained that what all permissions they are using, whether we are saving data or not. So we are not saving any of your data. They are 100% absolutely safe and secure. We don't save any of your data, whether that is a SelectorsHub tool or Test Case Studio. Even if you like go to Chrome store here for SelectorsHub or any tool, you will find that we have already declared that we don't save any data. We are not selling any of your data, and they run absolutely 100% offline in your system. And you can see also we are officially mentioned on Selenium website. So if you are using Selenium, then you can like easily get it whitelisted. You can see that this is official Selenium website, so there SelectorsHub has been mentioned. So these tools are highly safe and secure, which are being used everywhere, so you can get it easily whitelisted them. Also, apart from this, like if you get any question, like if you have any other questions, like whether it is working or not working, for everything we have created the YouTube tutorial. So if you ever found any difficulty, you can always find the latest videos on Selectors Hub YouTube channel. There you can find it. Just search if you get any question here. For on every tool page you will find the frequently asked questions, so if you get any question related to that, you can always check out here on SelectorsHub website. You see every tool page is there. So for every page there will be like some of the FAQ at the end of the page. So if you get any question, you can check out here. If you get any doubt, you can always reach out to us here on the live chat of SelectorsHub website. You also have our email ID, contact at support@selectorshub.com. Here you can see that contact us, so you can always write to us if you have any query related to any tool, any doubt. We will always be there to help you. So this is how you can like basically get any help. You can get these extensions whitelisted if they are not allowed in your company. And I have shown you guys that we are officially recommended there on Selenium website. Also, all the extensions of SelectorsHub follows all the Chrome extensions policies. You can see all our extensions are getting the verified badge here, whether that is SelectorsHub, Test Case Studio, Check My Links. If you check any of these tools, you will find them here. So all of them are highly safe and secure. We follow strictly all the guidelines of Chrome Store, so you will see that, and we are highly rated. All these tools are highly rated, 5-star rated tools, so they will definitely help you guys a lot. Apart from this, we will also recommend you guys, now you can you have learned about all the tools, so you can take the certification of all these tools, as well as you will learn a lot more things about the concepts. Like let's say for an example, page load timer you are using, so you will learn about like what is DNS time, connect time, request response, if you will take the certification of page load timer. You can also take the certification of Check My Links, Test Case Studio, SelectorsHub. We have already created the certification for all these tools, and you will learn a lot. Like let's say you are using Check My Links, so in Check My Links, what like you will learn when you will take the certification of Check My Links, you will learn about the what is the status code of valid link, invalid link, and lot more things, like the concept about the links, and then about the tool as well. So where you can find the certification link here on SelectorsHub website, if you go to resources, there certification you will find. So just open this page, and here you will find the links for the certification of each tool certification. You can get it here. So this way you will be able to take the certification. There will be a quiz for this. So like if I show you here, each tool has a quiz. Like for an example, if you take a page load timer, Check My Links, so this will open this form. You will, if you will score 75% mark, then you can easily you will be able to get this certificate. If you similarly, if I for Check My Links, if you take this quiz, and if you will score 75% mark, then you will get the certificate for Check My Links. So this is how you can take the SelectorsHub, Test Case Studio, Check My Links, and page load timer certification as well. Also, you can find the certification link on every page of the tool. So like for SelectorsHub, you will find the certification link here. For other products as well, so there also on the home page of every tool you will get the certification link, so from there also you can take. So this is how you can get your certificate as well for all these tools, and you will learn a lot about them. I hope you enjoyed this course. Please do leave a review about these tools, so other can also learn about them and they can save their time. Also do let us know about your experience, that how you are using these tools and how they are saving, how much time they are saving in your day-to-day work. And please do share this course with others. We will keep creating such more innovative tools. If there will be any new tool in the future, we will add, definitely we will add this in this course as well, and we will keep supporting you guys. So requesting all of you that please do share this course, share these tools, present them in the conferences and other places, and do let your team and your QA groups know about these tools and about this course. And we really looking forward to work more hard for you guys. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also check out these awesome informative videos and keep watching more videos on SelectorsHub channel. Thank you.